Hi there, I'm Shelley, Spiritual Transformation Coach, and I'm so happy to be here with you today as I have some many inspiring stories to share with you. The video today is going to be based upon how I manifested meeting Jim Carrey. It's going to be based on how my spiritual awakening has occurred and our synchronicities. The first message was the word ascension popped into my dream state, and I continue to research this. Ascension, meaning simple terms, is ascending to higher consciousness. David Hawkins has come out with a vibrational chart of describing how this makes sense. And the lower consciousness is vibrational state of about 20 to 200. And those frequencies are fear, shame, guilt, worthlessness, and anger. And that's where some people reside. And above that, which most of humanity resides in neutral and contentness, and that would be about 250. So right now on planet Earth, Gaia is shifted into a higher consciousness, as well as humanity has. Whether you realize it or not, the shift is happening, and the energies this year, 2014, are stronger than ever. And I'm going to explain this in detail in my book. But there's another author, amazing author named Eckhart Tolle, who explains this in depth, and he has the book out called The New Earth, and he explains in great detail how the New Earth energies and consciousness is raising, as well as remembering who we are. More than just that of a physical being, we're actually a light being that has the ability to witness what's going on in the physical realm. So my awareness has expanded greatly, and with that expansion has come much more bigger energy field around me, which has the ability to take in more awareness of what's going on around me. So with this, many things have changed for me. Now, after months of research and experiencing many out of this world experiences, I know now that I've regained psychic empowerment and abilities that human beings are born with, but lay dormant because of the pollution, toxicity, the programming, and also everything else that suppresses this. But many, many more people are awakening now because the energies are so high and the light is just becoming more and more abundant. So with this, other abilities of mine that have come about are telepathic communication, astral travel, teleportation, and I've been involved with levitation. So I'm just putting it out there that we are much more than a human being. We are a spiritual being in this process of ascension, and it's a pretty magical time of anyone on the earth at this time is a part of this, and it's a very magical time where we have the ability to create magical moments and miracles. And staying grounded in these high energies is not easy because you're so high that you have to stay grounded to Mother Earth. So where Jim Carrey came into play with this and how I knew he was on this same awkward spiritual awakening was I saw a video where he was on David Letterman, and he came onto the show introducing himself and on this awkward spiritual awakening with these massive big rubber feet on. And then, so he had the 2 feet, and then he had these angel wings on his back. And so I resonated completely because I went, wow, he's got the feet on because of the staying grounded to Gaia. And then he's got the angel wings, realizing that we are more than this physical being having this experience on Earth. We're a light being in a physical vessel. So this resonated even more. So throughout the synchronicities with Jim Carrey, more and more he kept coming up, and I continuously did research on him, and I was really becoming grateful for learning that he was involved in the same experience. When I saw that other people globally are experiencing this, I realized that, you know what, a lot of people are, and never in the same manner. Everyone has their own individual experiences. The more and more that you accept this light in and go on with this ladder, the more you're going to become in alignment with Earth and where humanity needs to go in order to manifest your dreams on Earth here, because that's really what is available to you. And again, I'm going to be explaining this in depth in my book and personal experiences of how I've done manifesting in the now energies. So the next synchronicity with Jim Carrey was, I went to a bookstore and I was sitting with a friend, and I saw that he had come out with a children's book called Rollin' Rolls. And I immediately gravitated to it, and I opened it up and I read through it within 45 minutes. And I just thought, what genius, like he's now spreading this oneness feeling within the children. And it was really amazing to me because I had just finished a video on oneness equals abundance. So explaining how we are all one with Earth, and all of us are one actually in energy. And he explained in his book how, using the analogy of the open sea being all one big energy and the waves individually coming in, and how Roland was a wave, but actually he was part of the whole energy of the sea. So explaining to children that we're all one, we're not alone in this. So after seeing this book, I bought a copy for my son, and my son's birthday is October 2nd, and I read him that book. But before I did that, I saw Jim Carrey on Ellen, and he was explaining his book and how he's trying to inspire children. And it was just amazing that I saw this, because it just inspired me more that I was on the right path. So the night of my son's birthday, I read him the book, and it really resonated with him. So we went further and watched a video of Jim Carrey being interviewed in the studio, the TV show. And he went into depth about his childhood growing up, how he was the class clown and always finished his work first and foremost and had nothing to do but crack jokes and make fun of kids. So my son is identical to this. He's very smart, and he's finished his work quickly with nothing left to do. In our school systems now, they're pretty much taught to sit quietly, which is against all his natural abilities. But instead, Sam looked at this video and went, hey, this celebrity, cool, hilarious character is just like me. I'm not so much of an oddball after all. I came across a website which is called Gate Community, Global Alliance Transformation Community, which spreads the idea of transformation through media and Hollywood. So I just entered my application to become a volunteer, and I found in the end, which I did not know in the beginning, that again, Jim Carrey was the co-founder. So another synchronicity, Jim Carrey kept popping up everywhere. So I decided I gotta meet this guy. I think that he's an excellent person. I called up my mom, I said, Mom, I wanna meet Jim Carrey. He actually is born in the same town that I live in, and he just seems like we're on the same spiritual path. He's given me the courage to come out spiritually. I don't feel like such an oddball and a weirdo, because there's actually other people, including himself, who's experiencing this. So once I had decided that, I put it out there that I wanted to meet him, I sat down and visualized. I actually creatively visualized shaking his hand, looking into his eyes, and smiling with him. Within 2 weeks, I met him and was doing just that. It was incredible. And I'll tell you how I did that. After the visualization, I was on the computer one day, and I had seen that he was coming out with a book tour to promote his How Roland Rolls book. So I saw that he was in Los Angeles one day and New York the next day, and I continued to kind of search, and he didn't show like he was coming to Ontario. And I was kind of bummed, thinking, oh well, another time. So I closed my laptop, shut it down, and I just sat there for a while thinking about other things. But my higher self guided me back to the computer. I opened it back up, and literally on the screen was Jim Carrey in Toronto tomorrow, the next day. I couldn't believe this. I was like, he's in Toronto tomorrow. I pick up the phone, I said, Mom, I'm coming down, I'm staying over at your place because I gotta be in Toronto very early to meet Jim Carrey. And I didn't even realize at the time that this manifestation was coming into play. It was just taking place also quickly. So I got downtown, and I was probably, I don't know, 5th or 6th in line to meet Jim Carrey, and he came out on the stage, and just his presence is so positive and amazing. And the anticipation of meeting him was just out of this world. Before I went to go meet him though, I drafted up a quick letter to explain my gratitude to him for helping me see that I was on the right path and that I wasn't spiritually losing my mind. And it gave me the confidence to come out and speak about this, because it wasn't easy. It was a long path for me, and it was a lot of work. But now I'm at the level where I'm confident in speaking about it because of my experiences. I know how real this is. And I want to teach people that what you want to manifest in your life is at your fingertips. Especially now with the energies as they are now, you can manifest anything. And a perfect example of this is how I manifest meeting him within 2 weeks. So I got finally to meet him after writing up my letter and shaking his hand and looking at him in the eyes. He's just such a genuine, great human being. You can see it. And it was really an aha moment to meet him and shake his hand. So I gave him this letter, and it was my mission statement of how I want to help raise global consciousness And I know he feels the same way. So I just put it out there. If you're ever interested in collaborating on this, then I'm more than willing to do something. But otherwise, I just want to thank him, and Jim Carrey, if you ever get a chance to watch the video, thank you for inspiring me to come out of the closet spiritually and help as many people as I can on manifesting the abundance that they deserve in life and the dream life that they can have. So I shook his hand, and he's an awesome guy, and thank you, Jim, for all the work that you do. You're awesome. And I just want to share with you guys, I'm going to be sharing many, many things in my book that are key to manifesting in the now energies, and I can't wait for you to start reading. If you want to join up and subscribe to my website or to this YouTube channel, I'll reach out to you when the book is ready, and it'll be ready within the next while. Thank you so much for listening. Sincerely, I love you, and you inspire me all the time. Thank you.